Hi, I'm Jay French from jfrenchstudios.com, and I'm going to teach you how to draw a mouth, a human mouth, with Conte Crayon. Now, of course, the good way to start is to get your dark lines in. You could assume that you'll be starting from a drawing that's already existing and you're going over it just to get depth in. You get your hard lines in first, which is the actual seam of the mouth. And you want that with the darkest, broader crayon. We're going to use a brush. And then, don't worry too much about smearing because you're going to be filling in a lot of this area. Maybe get the impression, start getting the impressions of, with this darkest, of the edges of the lips as well. Whichever ones you think will show up the most. Now you want to do a much lighter HB here for some of the cracks of the lips. Get those impressions in. We're going to use a bit of the 2B as well. I always have to look at them to remember what they're called. Okay. And go in with another dark, and we're going to start shading the areas that are the darkest, which is mostly going to be in the top lip unless you've got upward lighting, a light source from underneath. We're going to use Page to keep me from smudging too much. This, of course, is dependent on the person you're drawing and their features, but generally you have a dark shadow that leads to the chin, which becomes light again. Go ahead and even add the divot of the nose, which is going to be a softer edge than the lines. Most of the lines you've done here so far have been harsh for the seam of the mouth and the edges of the lips, which is a harder edge than the divot under the nose. Now you still want some values and actual color to the lower lip as well. And you can add to the highlights with some white. You always get a bit of a reflection on your upper lip as well. A bit of bright, especially on moist lips, which most of them are. But you definitely want a very definite highlight to your lower lip. Get some highlights on your divot, under where your chin is beginning. You can use the white just to blend some of these shades. And if you lose your lines that you made for the cracks of the lips, you can go in and add them in. Accentuate them and bring them out more later. And that's your basic lesson on how to draw a human mouth in Conte Crayon.